Hello, Jeff Helvin here with Ballen Brands, and today I'm going to show you how to send a broadcast email to contacts in your Infusionsoft database. So once I log in, I'm going to hover over the Infusionsoft icon, and under Marketing, I'm going to click on Email and Broadcasts. From here, I'm simply going to click Get Started. Now, the options that I have here are pre-defined templates that Infusionsoft provides that I can customize. I can click on Previously Sent broadcast emails if I had any of those in here and choose from there to start a new one. I can click on drafts, so if I have any drafts set up in here I can resume them if I already started those. And then under my templates, if I had any templates set up, I could choose one of those as well. So in this case I'm going to just go ahead and click on Gallery, and I'm going to choose the simple text option because I want this to look like a personal email for my inbox. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to actually show you how to use or how to format these particular emails. That's in a separate video. But here I'm just going to show you how to choose and select the actual recipients and then what it looks like when we're actually ready to send it out. So what's cool about Infusionsoft is I have a couple ways I can build my list. I can actually do recipients based on tags. So if there's a particular tag that I know is applied to everybody that I'm after, I can go ahead and start to type that tag in and choose from the drop down what matches. And it's going to show me how many people match this particular tag. Now I can do multiple tags, so if I started with another tag, I can click on that and it adds more people. Now in this particular case, this tag doesn't have anybody attached to it, so it just shows a 0 next to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. So that's one option, is to actually do it by tag. The other option is you can also do it by saved searches. So if you have saved searches in your account, let's say all prospects or any active leads, things like that. If it's set up as a saved search in the system, you can also send an email based on them being attached to a particular saved search. And finally, we can actually click on New Search and just start a whole new list. And then I can choose any criteria that's selected here. Let's say I want to send it to everybody that is considered an active lead, for example. Then I can go ahead and just click Search, and it's going to give me it's going to build a list for me basically that I can send to. Now in this case I don't have anybody attached to this list, so I'm going to go ahead and just back out of that here and go back to my two-way contact achieved. Now the other option, the next step that I'd like to look at is the subject line. So we do recommend using, let's say, their first name, for example, using the merge fields in the subject line, because this does help with deliverability. So happy to hear from you, for example. So contact first name, happy to hear from you. Let's say if that's someone I was trying to connect with. So then I customize, of course, my message, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on review and send. Now actually before I do that, I can test it. So if I click test, it's going to send me an email. I can also preview it so I can see what it looks like in a browser basically. I can save this as a template and come back to it later, as you saw before, and then I can go ahead and click review and send as an option. So from here it's giving me like a little warning basically. It's going to run through each step, the from email, the recipients, the subject, the date and time. And this one's telling me that the contact's owner recommends using a private business name. Now this is my Sandbox app, so I don't actually have an email account set up here, so it's throwing a warning here for me, but in most cases it's probably fine. Then it's going to show me that I have 2 total recipients, and that checks out that I at least have some recipients. It's checking out the actual subject line and says, okay, the subject line's there, it's good to go. And then the date and time is what's down here. I can choose what date and time that I want to do. Now I can actually schedule to send this later, so I can do it on a particular day and at a particular time, and I can also schedule it to use the contact's time zone. So if I had 100 people on this list, and some are on the East Coast, some are on the West Coast, and the system knows that, then I'm able to actually use the contact's time zone. So it'll actually send out at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time for those that match Pacific. It'll send out 9:30 a.m. Eastern time for those that match Eastern. So that's a really cool feature here. And then the other option, of course, I can just click Send Now. So if I select that option and click Send Now. So from there, everything gets queued up. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here. And then we have options basically once it's set up to go under email broadcast, and then I can view broadcasts that I've already sent. Now in this case I don't have any to display here, but you'll see actually the date, the email subject, who it was sent by, and you can actually get results there. I can also edit this criteria and search and find, let's say there's multiple people in a system that are sending out emails. I can filter it out by just theirs. From here I'm also able to actually see ones that are scheduled And then I can also cancel them in case that was something that you wanted to do. Maybe you found a different way to contact them or decided that we weren't going to reach out to them anymore. You can actually come in here and cancel them. So that is how to send a broadcast email to contacts in Infusionsoft. If you have any questions from here, by all means, please email and reach out to us. Our email address is team@ballenbrands.com, and we look forward to working with you.